ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero, sugod, todo sa kayod, dunong at tulog. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan.
Rejoice, refresh, renew, and reflect. Join us for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit music ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Calling on all young male professionals. Do you wish to live an extraordinary life? Are you tired of the routine and mundane and long for a dynamic, adventurous, and even dangerous life? Do you wish to make your life count and hope to make an impact long after you're gone? Do you wish to live a life of service to society, to country, and to dear Mother Earth? Then you are the one we are looking for. Consider the Society of Jesus. Join the Church's gallant army and turn your world upside down. Call the Jesuits Vocations Promotions Team 426-6101, local 3406. Once again, 426-6101, local 3406.
We are now on YouTube. Watch all of our live episodes plus exclusive content in our channel at Radyo Katipunan FM. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell to get the latest updates. Let us understand mental health and explore how we can take care of our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Welcome to your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits with Pat and B, here on Mind Ed.
Sa'yo sumisilong kapag ang puso ko'y pagod.
Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Palalimin ang kamalayan sa mga isyong napapanahon. Makisangkot at makiisa kasama ang simbahang lingkod ng bayan. Ang Socio-Political Apostolate ng Kapisanan ni Jesus. Ito ang Kwentuhang Bayan mula alas 11 ng umaga tuwing Biyernes dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Dahil naniniwala kami na posible ang isang mas mabuting lipunan at maaari itong simulan sa isang kwentuhan. Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero, sugod, todo sa kayod, tunong at tulong. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing, hiting at tigil.
on New Wave. Surfing through the latest on our shores. New Wave. Every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m. New Wave. See you there. Hello everyone and good afternoon. Coming to you live on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM via Zoom. I'm Max, and when it comes to what's happening, I'll serve you the facts. So please take the time to sit back and relax because this is New Wave. So guys, it looks like we only have 2 weeks left for the semester plus a holiday next week. So next week we will not be on air and there won't be any classes. The week afterwards will be dedicated to studying and finals for the students. I'm not quite sure which days are meant for the study period and which days are allotted for finals. But regardless, the end of the semester is coming up, and that means Christmas is coming, and it's sooner than we think. So now is the time to once again get everything together. And I guess in this last stretch of the semester, give it your all. It's almost over. We're almost there. And hopefully a much newer and better year will be ahead of us. So let's leave the world of school for a bit and enjoy today since we only have a few minutes for today. So today's guest was part of Pinoy Big Brother Community Season 10 Celebrity Edition. She is known as ang rising darling ng Quezon City. And you have seen her on screen in several commercials, Idol Philippines 2019, and most recently she played Dominique in He's Into Her. So today, she'll be discussing her new single, Awake. Please welcome Shanaiah Gomez.
Hello! Hello! Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you for coming and for making the time for us. What are you up to? Since I know that you're literally in the middle of a shoot right now.
Yes, so yeah, I am in the middle of a shoot right now, but that's all good. Of course, I'll make time to be here with you guys dito sa Radyo Katipunan. So thank you so much for having me. And yeah, I'm very, very excited to be here.
That's great. So apart from the project you're working on right now, what have you been up to these past few weeks, especially in regards to your new release?
Yes, so I've been doing a lot of promo, of course, for my song. And you know, I've been busy with some work things, and you know, besides the guestings, I've had for example, I've also went to an Inconvenient Love premiere yesterday.
Yeah.
That was really, really great. Yeah, Donnie and Belle did really, really good in that movie. And ayun, so I mean, there's lots of exciting things. Preparing for Christmas, of course. December is coming so quick. I literally have a timer here on my phone. It's like 32 days left till Christmas.
Wow,
so
32
perfect.
days already.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's literally just 2 days to a month. So, lots to look forward to for you. But before we discuss everything that's going on for you at present, let's bring it back to the beginning. So, before we talk about your career, where did your love for music start? Especially knowing that your mom was a big influence for you.
Yeah.
Okay, she disappeared. I guess Wi-Fi is gonna be our problem today, but not to worry, she'll be back soon. So everyone who's helping her out, please let us know when she's reconnected. But for now, Shanaiah has released a new song called Awake, which is a song that's literally about love that keeps her awake. And this is something that many can relate to because love sometimes brings us to do things that we don't expect, like keeping us awake each night. So she'll be here to unpack that for us later, hopefully very soon. So to everyone in the Zoom, please let me know when she's back. Please let me know. And please let me know how we can help. There are people also behind the scenes in Zoom who can help her reconnect. So more facts about Shanaiah. As I mentioned earlier, her mom was actually a big influence for her growing up. Her mom was also a musician. They lived in Canada when she was young. She began her career here in the Philippines in 2016 after a commercial she did with Ian Veneracion. And it looks like she's
so
back.
sorry.
No
I'm
problem.
so
It's not
sorry.
your fault.
Okay, so actually, kasi I have very small ears. My headphones keep falling out. So, gano'n ako. Tapos, pinindot ko yung
Oh my
end
gosh.
button.
Okay. No problem.
So, ayun. So, I was talking about, oh my gosh.
Girl, about your start. your start?
Ayan, okay.
Influenced by
So
your mom.
yeah,
There
so
we
my
go. Okay.
mom is a huge influence kasi I grew up with a very parang performing family, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Although none
yeah.
of us really sa mga kapatid ng mom ko, parang hindi naman sila nag-showbiz or anything, pero mahilig sila lahat
Mhm.
mag-perform, kumanta, ganon. So, and I was a very, very extroverted child. Ganon. I
Oh,
would always
wow.
perform for my mom. I would always parang
Cute.
want to like sing for her, dance for her. So parang that's also where it bloomed. My mom was like, parang bagay naman siya. Like she really enjoys it.
Yeah.
So why not? Parang
Yeah, and you have the personality for it. So, when it comes to music, did you get training? Did you start with lessons, or was this something you developed on your own? Or did your mom train you?
yeah, so parang I took lessons for the longest time.
That's good.
Parang even hanggang ngayon, with lessons
Mhm,
is
mhm.
constantly learning. Parang ganun.
Right.
And then when I grew up in Canada, I would perform a lot sa mga Filipino festivals dun sa Canada. Tapos I would perform for kung may mga Filipino artists visiting
Yes,
Canada,
yes.
we would open for them. So
Oh,
parang
that's
ganun.
cute.
So I learned a lot from performing there. And ayun, parang when I came to the Philippines, that's when I realized na parang, okay, I really want to keep doing it because I really enjoy. Parang ganun.
That's nice. So, what about in regards to acting? I know that your earlier exposures were through commercials. So, how is this from your perspective? Maggie.
Yes. So I did start. I started in commercials and it was actually a lot of fun. It was such a great opportunity to parang may onting patikim kung paano yung showbiz without really being there yet.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So it's like you got to understand what it's
Yeah.
like in front of the camera, what it's like to be on a set, what it's like to be surrounded by prod and directors and stuff.
Right, right.
So it was a great opportunity for me to learn and parang to get familiar. And it's really fun. I really enjoy commercials actually. But although it's quite different than sa parang acting, parang for film and for movies, it's a bit different, but you get a little parang tikim on what it's like to be in front of the camera.
In terms of acting, like the technique and craft, how would you say acting for commercials are different from acting in like film or TV shows?
Yeah, so kasi sa for commercials, it's more on parang hindi naman sa OA pero more
Yes, yeah.
more is
It's exaggerated.
more. Yes,
Yeah,
exaggerated
yeah.
is the word. And for film, it's more realness. It's more raw. It's more how would you genuinely react?
Right, right.
Kasi for commercials, of course, you're trying to sell
Mhm.
what you're showing. So yeah, it was quite an adjustment. So parang I have a very expressive face din. Kaya bagay din ako sa commercials. Kasi parang,
Oh,
wow,
okay.
parang ganon. For film, that's when I had to learn na parang, so minsan, lalo na kapag serye or movie, less can
course.
sometimes be more. Kasi they can zoom
Yeah.
in and they can really get all the emotions kahit sa mata lang.
And you have more time because commercials are 1 to 3 minutes, but then in film,
Yeah.
TV, you have like episodes worth or hours.
True. And mas parang grabe yung emotions, I would say. For film. Kasi
For
parang,
sure.
for commercials, most of the time, pero let's say mga short film commercials or yung ibang commercials, it's hard din. But for film, it's mostly like, hugot talaga. You have to find hugot talaga. Your deepest trauma. And make it into
Oh
the
my
film.
gosh. Yeah, all right. I actually saw some people talking about how after your first commercial, you use the money you earned to get your first dog. Is this true?
Yes, that's true. So
Oh,
my
cute.
dog's name is Maggie. Like
Oh.
Maggie Sinigang. Because my commercial was for Maggie Sinigang. And yeah, so then because I live alone here, my family's in Canada.
Yes.
So parang sabi ko, I need someone, an emotional support dog. So
Oh,
I bought my dog and I still have her until now. And
cute.
she's super, super clingy sa akin actually. But it's okay, I like.
Sayang, if you were home, I'd say, can we meet Maggie? We love meeting dogs.
I know, I wish. But Um, I usually have
Oh, you
videos
have
and stuff on my phone, but I can't find right
Of
now.
course. But us pet owners, we're ready to flex our dogs like our own children.
Always. Yes, for sure, diba?
Of course,
Mas
of course.
spoiled si Maggie kaysa sa akin.
Okay, all right. So next up, we know also that you were in PBB a few weeks ago. We had Jordan and Angie from your same season. I think that's what
Here.
Yeah, I think that's when Jordan even did it from your place. But anyway,
Oh,
so
that was for here, Radyo Katipunan.
yeah, that was this
Yes.
exact show, and I was surprised that I finally met someone who also had a bear in their background, but it's your bear, not
It's
Jordan's.
my because we had an event right
Yeah,
after. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But anyway, let's talk about your time in the PBB house. Since even if I ask the same question to people from the PBB house, everyone's experiences are all very, very different.
Different.
So let's start with yours.
Yeah, so I like to say I'm kind of like blessed. I had a very good uh, PBB experience. I'm very grateful for everyone I met in there. I really learned a lot, and parang I grew a lot. And not
That's
only
good.
just like mind wise, parang even Tagalog wise. I learned the word
Of course.
saing.
You know that saing?
I learned saing, guys. So, nagsaing ako dun sa loob ng uh, bahay ni Kuya. And ayun, and I met really, really great, amazing people who are now some of my closest friends
Mhm.
to this day.
Of course,
Family.
because the things you go through in the house are no joke. A lot of them are
Yeah.
challenges. Like there's no other word for it but
Yeah.
challenges. So like I guess what's like the biggest lesson you learned from the PBB house?
The biggest lesson I would say is things are not always as they seem. And I mean, that applies to people also. Like, you think someone's one way, and then when
Oh, of
you're
course.
stuck in a house with them for how many months, you get to discover them,
That's
and
true.
really, parang like an onion, you get to peel the layers
Yeah.
off and get to learn so much more about them, and that's when you really get to appreciate people even more. Kaya sabi ko, if I met these people outside of PVP, if we were here at
Mhm.
ABS, just like had a project
Mhm.
together, we probably wouldn't have the bond and the relationship that
That's right.
we have now, because it's so unique what we did inside the house. It's so parang traumatizing in a good way. Parang ganun, you know what I mean? Like we're
Noted.
bonding over something. Yeah, but in a
Yeah.
good way. We're bonding over something that only we would know, the
Right, right.
exact feeling. And parang we have that special bond with every Pinoy Big Brother
Mhm.
housemate, no matter the season. Pero iba din if it's from your batch talaga.
Of course,
Kasi
because you're
you
the ones who are
experience the
together.
exact, yes, you
Yes.
experience the exact thing. So, parang ayun, so much things are not as they
What they
seem.
say.
Yun lang. Mm-mm.
Okay, so going from there, you were also on Idol Philippines. And for lack of time, we can't go into that. But, us students, we face a lot of pressure with weekly submissions, especially us who are doing
Yeah.
thesis. And similar to that, on the shows you've been on, and of course in taping, you deal with the same thing, deadlines, and a lot of pressure. So, as a student, and advice for the students, what advice can you give in this regard? Like, how can we handle pressure and basically balancing all of the responsibilities we have?
Yeah, so I'll be honest, it's very, very, very
Of
difficult.
course,
Kaya
I'm
the
sure.
number one thing I want to say is you have to be kind to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to remember that you yourself are trying your absolute best.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Parang, parang don't say things to yourself that you would never say to other people, to your
Of course,
other
of course.
friends or your classmates. You have to remember to be kind to yourself. And for me, it's
Mm-hmm.
always baby steps. Take baby steps
Oh,
in
that's
everything
good.
that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Plan out everything. Ako, mabilis din kasi ako ma-overwhelm.
Oh,
So if I
same.
feel like I have so many things stacked up on top of each other,
Mm-hmm.
so I write. Sometimes I write everything down. Na parang this is what I'll do first, and then when I'm done with that, this is what I'll do next. This is what I'll do next. But I at least make clear. I have everything that I need to do listed down. I don't trust my
That's good.
brain to
Oh,
list down
for
everything sa
sure, for
brain
sure.
ko. I might forget something. So when you see
Yeah,
it there
relatable.
physically, it's a lot easier to really organize things, and self-discipline is very important.
Super. I agree with you. Like, if you think that you can remember it, no, you
Diba?
definitely can. Especially when
Yeah,
more responsibilities are added on top of that. I agree with you. You
later
really have,
on.
right? You really have to write it
Yeah,
down. You really have to visualize it. And of course,
yeah,
have a plan and baby steps. Because, like you said, when you're
exactly.
overwhelmed, the easiest way to tackle it is to break it down into baby steps. So that's very
Break
good.
it down and then choose there which ones are the priorities. Now, which one needs to be done
Yes.
first? Which one's the quickest to do? I don't get.
Right. That's very important for the students. So, next up, apart from playing with Maggie, what are the things you like to do to de-stress?
Yes, I love to watch movies and TV shows. I love like all kinds, and I love like escape rooms. I love things
Escape
that get
rooms.
board,
Yeah.
like games, any type of games, board games, escape rooms, like things that get your brain thinking. I love those kind of things. Um, board game cafes, like I think those are really
Yeah.
awesome. So those are things that I really enjoy.
Those sound fun. Especially escape rooms. I haven't done one of those since before the pandemic because
True.
a lot sadly closed during the pandemic, and I'm just hoping to see a lot of them back now that, it's a little bit safer. The world's a little more open because those are super fun.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I really hope that it's a good bonding with
It
friends, good
is.
first date. There's so many
It
things.
is. Yeah, and there are certain things from escape rooms that you wouldn't find out about the person anywhere else. Like there are things that wouldn't come out over dinner but would come out in an escape room. I super agree with
True.
you.
Parang
For sure.
experienced, ah.
So, anyway, back to you, your career, and like now towards Headspace. So of course, as an artist, there are ways that you approach the many things that you do. There are ways that you approach scripts for your movies or songs that
Mhm.
you're releasing or even songs that you're covering. So how would you say your approach, your regimens change depending on what you need to do for work?
Okay, so parang like my day, like my
Yeah,
daily.
your day or the things you do to prepare, or even as simple as like your
Yeah.
headspace. Like, how do you mentally prepare yourself for these things?
So number one, lalo na if I have a role, I like to research, even as a host, like because I also host, right? So I
Right.
research, of
Mhm.
course, about who I'm interviewing, or
Of
if I'm doing a
course.
character, you have to research about your character, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely those things that I like to do also, to prepare for my roles or for whatever work na meron na po ko. And of course, I like to as much as possible, parang relax a bit and prepare everything.
Mm-hmm.
Lalo na, I prepare everything the night before. I kind of
Mm-hmm.
have parang a taping suit na parang everything that I need is already there so that kapag
Well,
may
that's
shoot
good. Very
ako,
organized.
diretso na. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
like to have
Mm-hmm.
everything kaysa parang stressed ako na, oh my God, okay, I need this. Right? And I have like a bag, emergency kit that has like makeup removing wipes, safety pins, those kind of things.
The essentials.
Yes, the
Yeah,
essentials. Kasi alam mo naman, madalas you need to pin stuff.
of
So,
course.
ayun, I just like, the word basically is just prepared.
Yes.
Research or sa gamit mo, basta
Mm-hmm.
prepared.
That's good. That's good. So now we're approaching the last 10 minutes. Let's talk about your new song, Awake. So please introduce
Yes.
it to us. We're very excited to hear about it.
Thank you so much. So my song Awake, it was written by Trisha Denise and of course produced by Sir Rox. It was um amazing. It was so amazing to hear the song for the first time and to parang really feel like
Yes.
parang hala,
Yes.
this is when you really love the song that you're about to sing. So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
nakaka-excite.
Super.
And
Super.
it's a cute song. I love feel-good songs. I love the songs that make you want to get up and dance. And I feel like this is one of those songs where it's like,
It
lalo na
is.
kung in love ka na talaga, parang, it keep me awake. Diba? Parang nakaka-relate yung mga tao. And it was so much fun shooting the music video. It was it was so great to have my good friend River Joseph there as the leading man for the music video. It was a lot of fun, and I really hope that you guys like the song, love the song as much as I do.
Of course, and it takes two to make this song shine because of course Trisha, whenever she writes her songs, she really gives it her all. Her I
For
find her
sure.
right. She was here a few weeks ago as well, and whenever she writes, like she really puts down all of her experiences. The authenticity. It's really from the heart. But of course, what makes it shine as well is the person singing it. And I see now that you're very passionate about this song, the topic, and of course, it translates in how you perform it and how you sang it in the recording as well. So, congrats
Thank
on this
you.
release. Congrats on this
Thank
release.
you so much.
Now, sadly, we'll only have time for one line. Usually, I ask people to unpack several lines from their song. But for you, we'll have to do one. So you choose your favorite line from this song and then, tell us, why is this the one line that if people were listening to this song and they had to remember one line, why is it that line? And tell us what it means.
Yeah. So this is the line I say every single time. But it's because that's how much I really love it. It's the first line of the verse where it's these days I know I've been willing to dive in situations that I don't usually go to. So it's like these days I know I've been willing to dive in situations that I don't usually go to. So parang yung ibig sabihin nun, it's like I'm doing the weirdest things for love that I never in a million years thought I would ever do. And it's so true. It's so true.
It is. It is.
Parang, hala, akala ko ayoko ng PDA, tapos biglang, you know what I mean?
I get it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's so fun. It's a relatable line, and I feel like it's not just me that can relate. I feel like I hear so many stories of like, you know what I did? This is what I did for her. This is what I did for him. And I'm like, oh my God. It's like, I never thought I would do something like that. So, ayan, it just shows you how, parang, not how crazy, but in a way, how crazy love is.
How crazy. Let's say how it opens you up.
There you go.
Right. How love opens you up. And as the song also said, keeps you awake. That's what stood out to me. Like, yes, it does keep you awake.
Yes, it definitely does.
Yeah, right. I found that concept cute as well. And it could keep you awake 24/7 because it's like, yeah, that's true.
Kahit you don't eat. Diba? Yun din yung pagkain mo eh. Love. Busog ka na. Mukha niya. Busog ka na.
Di naman. Nothing will part me from food.
Same.
Right. Well, anyway, Shanaiah, tell us also about the music video and how different was filming this music video compared to the work you did pre-pandemic, since now I'm familiar with how there are protocols and other things that needed to be in place.
Yeah, so well, first it was so amazing to work with this music video. The concept was really fun. It was like, basically the music video was there's this guy who runs past my house every day, and I have the biggest crush on him. And I would wake up every single day to watch him run past my house. So parang, syempre na-inlove ako sa kanya. So I would start to daydream. I'm a huge fan of movies and everything. So sa part mo, kita mo na may mga, yes, rom-com. And I would have posters and books all over the place. And I would start daydreaming that we were those shows, those movies. I was daydreaming that we were in La La Land, we were in Goblin. So parang, oh my gosh, yeah. And I think it was a really cute concept. And it was really great to be able to dress up as those actresses. And I had a lot of fun doing it. And parang for this music video, I'm very kind of blessed, lucky that but when we shot it, of course there's still protocols, still strict protocols, but it's a little less compared to when the pandemic first started. So but the working hours are very strict. Buti na lang, it was basically just me and River in the music video. How much more if I had to have lots of people in it, na backup dancers, or you know what I mean? So, and the limited din yung tao na pwede to help behind the scenes for the prod. So it was parang, I don't know, parang nasanay ko ng onti eh.
Ah,
Sa mga protocols
yeah. Well,
mga protocols
it's
from
your
the
work,
pandemic.
so it's your work, so it's into your life. So at least you're in the group that was able to adapt with the times. Na
Yeah.
it's not much of a problem anymore. Because I've spoken to people also na they had like a bit of a harder time, like getting in with the protocols and things like that. So it's good that you were
I
able
think
to adapt.
kasi I'm I'm a pandemic baby, I would say. Like I kind of
That's
I don't
that's
really
the
have
term for
much
it, but
experience
gets.
like before the pandemic. Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have so much experience
Yeah.
working on projects and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
the only thing that I do know is the protocols that we have. Wala pa
I
ako masyadong
see.
experience taping before the pre-pandemic. So parang the swab is normal for me.
Oh, wow. I can't believe that. Because for me, like
Yeah.
every time like someone tells me you have to swab, I'm like, huh, okay. Like
Yeah.
all these things. And as a K-drama fan, I appreciated that goblin reference. So
That's one of my
yun.
favorite scenes. Ang
Of
ganda.
course, super. So, all right, before we go, invite everybody to listen to your new song and also tell us where we can find you and what other promotions you have lined up for it.
Yes. So first of all, I would like to thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you for having me here on Radyo Katipunan. And please, I hope you guys can please stream my song Awake and my first debut single Para Sayo. So Para Sayo and Awake, please stream those two. You can stream them on all streaming platforms. And of course, the music video for both is available on YouTube. And you can follow me on all my social media accounts at Shanaiah Gomez Damco. And yun, I'm mostly active on Instagram. May mga updates po ako if I have any upcoming projects and everything like that. So you can definitely stay updated there. Especially if I come up with more music or some hostings. And ayun, thank you so much.
Thank you, Shanaiah. So, what else are you allowed to share with us in terms of future events and shows that we might see on screen?
Yes. So of course you can definitely watch I Want ASAP every Sunday, and I will probably be back on the Pi channel very soon. So you can check me out on there for my guestings. And ayun, yes, thank you at the next one.
Thank you. Okay. So, Shanaiah, before we end, we always end with giving our viewers a little lesson. But first of all, I just want to say hello to Ma'am Jen. She's our boss in Radio Katipunan. She's saying hi to us through the comments right now. So, hi, Ma'am Jen.
Hello po, Ma'am Jen.
Good to see you here. So, Shanaiah, this can be any lesson at all. It can be anything. But what is something that you learned from singing or acting that can also be life advice? So, the example that I always give is Martin Rivera told me, find your light. Other singers have said, take a deep breath. Actors have told me, take a step back before going on stage. So, what is this piece of advice for you?
For me, parang I kind of said it kanina, but I'll say it again. Always be kind to yourself. Ganon. When you look in the mirror, when you see a reflection, I want you to imagine that the person that you are looking at is not you, but your best friend. The person who
Oh,
has been there for you through everything, through all of your hard times, to all of your good times, and all that person wants, all your best friend wants for you is the best. Kaya please be kind to that person, and that is the moment that you will bloom the most.
Oh, that's very good advice. And no one has ever put it that way before, like on this show, that when you look in the mirror, you see your best friend. And I think that is something that our generation really needs to hear, since usually, yes, you have to be your own best friend, but you're also your toughest critic.
True. So, kasi diba, a lot of the times when you are criticizing yourself, it's
Yeah.
things that nobody else even notices. Ikaw lang yung napansin.
Exactly.
So, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, it's like, would you tell your best friend na, uy, parang, would you point out their insecurity, basically? Of course
Exactly.
not.
Yeah, exactly.
Diba?
That's a very good way to keep yourself in check. And I'm sure a lot of people from now on will be thinking of that every time they look at themselves in the mirror. So,
I hope
thank
so.
you. So,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shanaiah. Before we say goodbye, we don't want to keep you any longer because of your
Yeah.
because of your taping there. Just allow me to acknowledge a few people first. So before we say goodbye to everyone in the audience and to our guests, please allow me to thank a few people. This has been New Wave. So thank you to Teo for handling the broadcast. I hope your Wi-Fi is back. And thank you to Sir Justin for helping us with the background things of this episode. Thank you once again to our audience for joining us today. And we look forward to seeing you all the week after next. It will be a new month. It'll be December. So Christmas season. Let's try to get into the happy vibes. We're so excited for that. Next week, we will be having a holiday. So please, as much as possible, especially to the students, try to take the time to rest. I know that the deadlines are piling up now more than ever, but that's one day we can give ourselves. So it'll be a new month and there's lots to look forward to. Now, thank you to the Star Magic team and to Rice. Thank you to JC and Ja for being with us here on Zoom and for helping us put this episode together as well. Now, don't miss out. You can follow us on Instagram at newwave.rk to stay updated. Head over to our Facebook page called New Wave and join the Facebook community group. Right now, we are also looking for more local businesses to feature. So whether you're from Ateneo or not, please send any of us a DM and we'd be more than happy to have you on the show. You can catch the replay of this episode on Radio Katipunan 87.9 FM's Facebook page, YouTube, and Twitter Live, all of which go by at Radio Katipunan. And don't forget that you can listen to this episode and more as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Anchor under the name New Wave. But most of all, thank you to our guest, Shanaiah Gomez, for spending the past 30 minutes with us. Thank you for making the time for us, and we're looking forward to all of your future projects.
Thank you so much for having me. Sorry,
The floor
next
is
time
yours.
sana mas matagal pa.
No problem. And next time, let's have our dogs with us. That would make
For
we'll have
sure.
a puppy interview. You'll be our first puppy interview. So thank you, Shanaiah. If there's anything else you'd like to tell our audience, this is the time to do so. You can say anything you want.
Yes, no, so of course besides thank you, I feel like I thanked you guys a lot, but that's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching, for being here. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. All right. Don't forget to eat.
You too. Good luck with everything you have to do today. So anyway, I'm Max, and when it comes to what's happening, I'll serve you the facts. And this has been New Wave. We'll see you in December. Bye. I know we're still on air, but the OBS operator can't reconnect to Zoom, so we'll have to step out ourselves. So thank you, everyone.
I was gonna dance for them. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's give them a show. Let's give them a show.
Thank you
All
guys.
right, bye.
Have a
Thank
great day.
You too. Bye.